All right, guys, I'm coming fresh off a perfect 5-0 Easter Sunday in my personal sports bets on BrockPage.com yesterday. That's going to put us at 2-0 in our last two $1.99 daily best plays on that very same website. And if you want to access today's $1.99 daily best play, the link for that bet is in the description section below. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll explain a little bit more about it at the end of the video. But before we go ahead and do that, I just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to the video. My name is Brock Page and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal bets on BrockPage.com. We currently have over 855 members who are signed up and active on that webpage right now. Now, if you want to know what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website, I'll explain a little bit more about that at the end of the video. But with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some Tuesday NBA action. We're going to go ahead and start off with the Hawks taking on the Heat, Game 2. That's going to be a 7:30 Eastern tip-off on Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. Now, Miami's minus 7.5 in Game 2, totals 217 and a hook. And got to wish my man Rashawn Baskerville a happy birthday, April 19th. Three significant things happened in U.S. history on April 19th. Oklahoma City bombing, Waco massacre, and Rashawn Baskerville's birthday. So anyway, happy birthday there, buddy. Anyway, guys, the Heat looked pretty dominant in Game 1. They held the Hawks to just 91 total points, and they beat them by nearly 25. Duncan Robinson had 27 points off the bench, and he went a staggering 8 of 9 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, P.J. Tucker went a perfect 4 for 4 from three-land himself, and he scored 16 points in that ball game. And, of course, all those three-pointers really shouldn't surprise anyone because Miami's currently leading the NBA in offensive three-point percentage. They led the association in that category for much of the season. Now, defensively, on the other end of the court, there may not be another team in the playoffs right now who's tougher than these guys. They're actually leading the league in defending the three ball. And they're also leading the entire association in home defensive rebounds. Now, they're taking on a Hawks team who's had a tough time on the defensive end of the court this year themselves. Atlanta's currently in the bottom 5 in defending the three ball. And they're amongst the worst in the East in defensive field goal percentage as well. And when Atlanta plays on the road, well, little to nothing good happens for them. These guys got the W in just 17 out of 43 road games this year. And they covered in only 34% of those very contests. Now, injury-wise, Capella's out. Williams is questionable. When it comes to the total in this one, Atlanta did see overs recently with the likes of Houston, Cleveland, and Oklahoma City. They also allowed 113 points a game in their last 10 meetings with Miami. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Meanwhile, the Heat's gone 60% to the over in their last 10 outings themselves. I'm going to lean toward Miami minus 7.5 and the over 217 and a hook. Next contest, Timberwolves, Grizzlies, 8:30 p.m. East. Minnesota's up 1-0 in the series. Having said that, though, it's still Memphis, who's minus 7 in Game 2 with the total at 241. But for a team who allowed 130 points in Game 1 of a playoff series, I really don't think they should be laying 3 baskets in this spot here. They've already had a tough time covering the number here recently. The Grizzlies failed to cover in 5 out of their last 7 ball games. And they've also allowed nearly 119 points a game in their last 10 meetings with Minnesota. And speaking of defensive problems, the Grizzlies are also allowing most of their points in the second half. They're currently in the bottom 10 in both third and fourth quarter points allowed. They're taking on a Minnesota squad on the other side of things who averages more points a game than any other team in the association. These guys score more points per night than any other team in professional basketball. Anthony Edwards, he dropped 36 big points in Game 1, and he also went a perfect 8 for 8 from the foul line. Meanwhile, Karl Anthony Towns was perfect from the stripe himself, and he also scored 29 points in that contest. And aside from being one of the better three-point shooting teams in the West, this is a Minnesota team who does a good amount of their scoring late in games themselves. They're actually in the top 10 in fourth quarter scoring, top 3 in third quarter scoring. When it comes to the total in this one, Minnesota's gone a staggering 31 and 11 to the over when traveling this season. And that's good for 74% in that category. Meanwhile, Memphis, on the other side of things, they saw 5 out of their last 7 at the FedEx Forum get over the line as well. I'm going to lean toward Minnesota +7, keeping this one close again in the over 241. With that, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup for the show. It is going to be Pelicans taking on the Suns, 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Phoenix is -9.5 with the total at 221 and a hook. Now, the Suns pretty much handled New Orleans in Game 1. It was an 11-point win for Phoenix. And they held the Pels to just 99 total points in that one. Now, that's going to put Phoenix at 33-9 straight up in their own building this year. And they're actually one of the best teams in the game in defensive field goal percentage at home. Meanwhile, offensively on the other side of things, Chris Paul, Father Time, the old man, he had 30 points in the series opener, 3 steals and double-digit assists for CP3. This guy's all over the court, man. He's hanging with these young guys. He's actually dominating these young guys right now. Meanwhile, Devin Booker, he went 4 of 8 from 3 land and scored 25 points in the ball game as well. And guys, really none of that should come as a surprise to anyone, as the Suns are actually shooting better from the field than any other team in basketball. They're taking on a Pels squad who actually went just 18 and 25 straight up on the road this year, and they really struggle on both ends of the court. I mean, they have their problems everywhere. New Orleans is scoring only 106 points a night when they travel, and they're actually in the bottom 5 in shooting the 3-ball on the road as well. This is a team, they're not a playoff team, and they got no shot at advancing. Now, defensively on the other end of the court, these guys are amongst the worst in the Western Conference in defending the field goal as well. Now, total-wise, the Pels went 70% to the under in their last 10 outings. They're also 28 and 15 to the under on the road this year. Meanwhile, the Suns, on the other side of things, they are 8 and 2 to the under in their last 10 outings themselves, 4-0 to the under in their last 4 in their own building. I'm going to lean toward the Phoenix Suns -9.5. In the under 221 and a hook. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where I went 5-0, my 5 personal sports bets on Easter Sunday. I like Miami -7.5 over 217 on a hook. Give me Minnesota +7 over 241. And before I give you my next and final free pick for the video, one final reminder that we are also 2-0 in our last 2 $1.99 daily best plays following Sunday's sports wagering action on brockpage.com. I'm going to lean toward the Phoenix Suns -9.5 and the under 221 and a hook. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you're going to get access to that content every single day all the way through the end of April. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And guys, if you want to get access to every single bet that I give out on that website, there is a way you can do that, and that's by signing up for my board member tier package. Not only do board members get access to the board member tier pick itself, you actually get full access to every single package that I offer on that website every single day, all the way through the end of April. The board member package, it's an all-inclusive membership. It's by far the best package that I offer on that website. If you're going to do something, it's worth doing right. But anyway, guys, most importantly, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Monday or Tuesday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.